At Kathmandu's international airport, this is what happens every day. 1,600 people, mostly young men, leave Nepal to work in Gulf countries and Malaysia. With an unemployment rate hovering around 40%, many Nepalis say they have no choice but to leave the country. And many fall into the traps of unscrupulous middlemen. Birendra Tamang went to Qatar to work in the food and beverage industry. He failed a medical test in Nepal, but the local agents told him that they would fix it. The cost of his trip, including flights and bribes, added up to $2,500. But when he reached Qatar, he had to do the medical test again.
After they did the test, they sent me back. I ended up with no job and debts.
Birendra alleges the middlemen paid off Nepali officials, including airport authorities.
The government's Department of Foreign Employment received more than 2,000 complaints from labourers during the last fiscal year. These include everything from non-payment of salaries, fraud, illegal wage reductions, exorbitant fees, and physical and sexual abuses by foreign employment agents and middlemen. And according to government figures, 755 Nepalis died while working abroad.
Each worker has to deposit $15 to the government's Foreign Employment Welfare Fund before they leave. But even employment agencies say that the money has not been spent on those who need it.
With this process, the recruitment agencies have deposited more than $50 million in the fund. We can do so much for the workers, but the government is not using this fund properly.
But government officials say it's up to the Ministry of Labour to decide who gets compensated.
We can use the funds for compensating workers who have gone through legal channels with the recruiting agencies registered with us. We can't help many other workers even if we wanted to. The Ministry of Labour has to make the right policy and decide on how to use that money.
Nepal's foreign workers sent back $6 billion this past year alone, which amounts to almost a third of the country's GDP. Experts say the government has to have better regulations of the sector to ensure that the labourers are safe. Instead, many have accused politicians and bureaucrats with close ties to the industry of collusion with agents and middlemen to defraud workers. Subina, Shrestha, Jazeera, Kathmandu.